What's up, everybody? Guys are watching On Air with Nick Driver podcast. I'm here today with my friend. Introduce yourself.
My name is SOPHIA CAFARO. What is up?
What's up? So you have a new album out right now, correct?
Yes, I do.
So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about it?
It is called Unbreakable, and it has 5 tracks on it, and they're all like so different from each other. We have I'm Over You and Travolta, which are kind of like upbeat pop anthems, and then we have the title track Unbreakable, which is kind of like has like a grungy feel to it. And then we have Holla, it's like a country pop song, and then we have It's Written in the Stars, which is our ballad, which is an absolutely beautiful ballad.
Have you got a favorite song out of all of them that?
Ooh, that's a hard one, but I'm gonna have to go with Travolta. I love all of them, but I had a lot of fun like recording it in the studio, adding like my own touches to it. I felt like that one is just like it fit me. It fit my vibe like perfectly. I really like that one.
Right on. That's what's up. And people can buy your album, correct? It's on Spot. Is it on Spotify?
Yes, it is out on iTunes? All major streaming services. So yes, you can go stream it, buy it, do what you gotta do. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. This is your debut album, and it's your first album, isn't it?
Yes, it's my first whole thing, which is so cool. Like, I still like unbelievable that like I have my own music out there. Like, I just think it's
a good feeling, ain't it? It's a good feeling.
Exactly. Yeah, it really is. Go ahead.
Oh, how long did it take you guys to record it once you got into the studio?
I'm trying to think. I think it took us. We started recording. I want to say January, and then we finished recording in April. We finished April or March. So like 3-4 months it took us to record the whole thing.
Did you guys record at different studios, or did you guys record at one?
Yes, we did. I think we did like 3 or 4 different studios. We did 3 different studios. Had to think for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, we did 3 different studios.
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of times I record people here, and I've done albums of stuff too. Mm-hmm. Did you have anything that when you were in the studio, being it was your first album you're doing, that was a little bit harder than you thought would have been? Like, for example, I know a lot of drummers hate click tracks when they first start coming into the studio. So anything like that, it was daunting for you a little bit?
I feel like doing like the ad libs were hard for me. I don't know why, but I feel like it's always been like, for me, it's always been a struggle. I don't know why. So that took a little bit. It took a little bit to get down, but yeah, other than that, it went really smoothly. Like it came natural. Like it really came natural to me.
That's good. Yeah, ad libs, you always have to think of it in the opposite of, if your song, you're singing and you have to find those little holes or whatever. And
yeah, I went off key on a lot of them. It took a while. I was like, wait,
it happens, man.
Yeah,
it happens. That's okay. That's perfectly fine.
Try again.
So who's some of your influences you would say influenced you to want to become a singer?
Definitely, I'm trying to think. Christina Aguilera. I absolutely love her voice, love her music. Someone who inspired me like when I was younger was Nicki Minaj. I was obsessed with her. Like in 3rd grade, we had to write about like who our inspirations was. Everyone was writing like, like my friend put like Justin Bieber and all that, and I was like, I'm gonna put Nicki Minaj down. Like she really inspired me, like to just be myself, and like it's okay to be like out there and do your thing. It really inspired me. And like when I started singing, I wanted to perform Super Bass by her for my family. So like I was at I think my aunt's house, and I made everyone watch me perform Super Bass.
Hey, that's awesome.
And then that's kind of what like made me realize like, okay, I really enjoy singing and I enjoy like performing for people. So it kind of took off from there, and I got into music, I got into vocal lessons, and it all just took off.
That's what's up. Singing competition coming up in Fuquay.
Yes.
It's the Fuquay Idol. Is that correct?
Yes. And I'm
so tell me a little bit about it. Is this similar? Is this a similar setup than something like you would go to as far as I'm guessing this is a play off of the American Idol type contest.
Yeah, it's their first year doing it, so I'm not 100% like how it's gonna go into it, but I have a feeling it's a lot like the, like American Idol. Like I had to audition for it, so I have a feeling it's gonna go a lot like that. Like maybe there's gonna be different rounds. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
So I think we'll probably find that out soon.
Well, I hope you win it.
Yeah,
I hope
we'll
you
find
win
out the
it.
date soon. I know. I hope so too. I want to win.
You know, if you're singing in front of like a band that'll be playing the songs you guys select, or do you know if it's more of a you'll be singing like you would at like a karaoke type situation where the
I
music's
think it's
coming through the
gonna be.
speakers?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a track type, like karaoke situation.
Do you play any instruments by chance?
I do not, but I wanna get back into playing piano. Like I used to play piano in sixth grade, sixth through seventh grade. And then when I moved here, for some reason, I stopped. I don't know
I
why,
got you.
but
Yeah.
it's definitely something I'm interested in getting back into. Like I've shown an interest for it again. So
That's what's
I'm
up.
gonna start learning.
Do you have are you playing out shows yet? As far as are you in the club bar scene playing out shows, or are you more interested in kind of the social media aspect of it and making videos?
I'm interested in both. Like me and my guitar player, his name's Donnie Still. We've been working on set lists because we definitely want to start performing out, getting our names out there because
That's awesome.
I love performing. Like it's just something I'm super passionate about. So we want to start performing at the clubs, anywhere honestly that we could perform and get our stuff out there.
Yeah, I know Donnie. Donnie's played.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he played in my band a while back.
Oh my
Probably
God.
before. Yeah, probably before COVID. You know, Donnie's a good dude, man. He's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. His dad used to work with the Carolina Hurricanes, and they would play. His dad would play like some of my songs at some of the Carolina Hurricanes games.
Oh, that is awesome. I did not know
Yeah,
that. Okay.
Yeah, Donnie's cool, man. He's a good dude, man. You guys want to try to get a drummer, get a bass player, round it out, or you guys want to do like a two-piece?
I definitely want to start, putting a band together because I feel like that will really just complete everything. Definitely want to start getting a
that
band
way you
together.
can also play your music along with covers and stuff at these shows. A lot of these shows that I'm out playing and doing stuff, they're about 3 to 4 hours long. And it's a lot of music. It's just a lot of songs in general. What's some stuff that you like covering? What's some cover songs that you enjoy singing?
Definitely a lot of pop ballads. Like right now, I really like, trying to think. Hurt So Good by Carly Rae Jepsen is one that I just love performing. It's so fun. Let me think. I'm trying to think of a ballad. I'm trying to think. Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo. That's a really fun ballad for me to perform. Surrender by Natalie Taylor. Blank Space by Taylor Swift. I love performing like those. They're some of my favorites.
That's what's up.
I have a lot. Like I have a lot that I really like performing, but I think those are like the 4 I can think of off the top of my head.
I got a challenge for you. If you ever feel like it, I got a challenge for you.
Okay.
There was this song when I was a real little kid. This song came out, and it was called I want to say it's called Heaven is a Place on Earth.
Okay.
And it was I think it was Brenda something Carlisle, but I could see that song working for your vocal like stylings and stuff. I could see it working because a lot of stuff
I've heard that song before. I feel like
a lot of stuff that's old can be new
familiar.
again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My nephew a couple years ago was like, Uncle Nick, there's this stuff called Ninja Turtles. I was like, yeah, bro. I was on that, 30 years ago. So, you going to school out here? Anything like that?
Focusing on music as of right now. As of right now, music is like a really big thing. I graduated high school and everything. And then I started beauty school. And then I ended up dropping out because that's when my manager, Reggie Brill, reached out to me and we started working on music together. And it all just started moving really fast. So I felt like I did not have time to, go to school. And I work a job. I work as a hostess. So juggling those, it was just better to focus on music and work at the moment.
There you go. Hey, I think that's great. So we're gonna play a game here.
Okay.
We're gonna call it versus.
Okay.
Versus. All right. Who wins this versus? Nicki Minaj versus Christina Aguilera. Who wins that?
I'm trying to think. Oh wait. Gonna have to go with Christina Aguilera on that.
Hey, you gotta go with your girl, man.
Gotta go with her.
Britney Spears versus Madonna. Who wins and why?
Ooh. Britney Spears, because I don't know, I enjoy her music. I kind of like grew up listening to Britney. I didn't really grow up listening to Madonna, so I know a lot more Britney than Madonna.
Right.
So
I understand.
and I
That's
enjoy
what's
Britney's
up.
performances just a tiny little bit more.
Yeah,
Just a little bit more.
it's she's got like one of the best like catchphrases too. Of course, I'm gonna try
Yeah.
not to cuss on this YouTube channel, but hey, it's Britney snitches, you know. So
Exactly.
that's what's up. All right, all right. Let me see here. Let's go with. Are you much of a Fleetwood Mac fan?
Not really.
You gotta check out some Fleetwood Mac
Yes.
stuff. Stevie Nicks is amazing. So you might
I
enjoy some of that.
I did perform one Fleetwood Mac song. I forget what it was called. This was so I'm trying to think. It was for like this competition. I had to record it and submit it, and I'm trying to think of what it was called. It was back in October, September. I recorded it. Everywhere. I think it was called Everywhere, and I recorded it. And that was like one of the first songs. I probably heard more from them, but that was the first song that I actually like sat down and like learned from them and really got into it. So yeah, I'll definitely have to check out more of their stuff. Yeah.
What about Carly Rae Jepsen? I'm saying her last name right? Yeah. Carly Rae versus Billie Eilish.
Oh, Carly Rae Jepsen, 100%.
You said you didn't even have to think about that. You're like,
she's a little bit. I like more upbeat stuff, so I'm automatically drawn to the artists who do like a lot more like upbeat stuff. So definitely gonna go
more the happier sounding stuff sometimes.
Exactly.
Hey, Dan, that's it's dance stuff. People like to dance and move. So
yeah. Oh, I love dancing. Like I could put music on in my room and dance for hours. Like that's what I do in my free time. Just come up with choreography and stuff. Yeah.
I can dance for hours, but nobody wants to see that. So have you had any crazy incidents or anything that happened when you were performing live? Like for example, I'll give you an example. One of mine. I've been playing for a very long time. I've been out playing shows like almost 23 years, something like that. So anything that could go wrong, if you ever need help with this is something I specialize in. So I was at this place playing, and this guy, he was very, very, very intoxicated, right? Which is fine. People do it, that's just part of it when you're playing gigs. And he puts a little bit of money in my tip jar. And I was like, thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks. And then I played some song I got, and he didn't like the language in it. He came back up to take his money out of my tip jar. And I went to, and I had like work boots on that time, like steel toe boots on. And I was trying to, but I'm playing guitar, and I'm trying to brush him off with my foot. I'm like, stop, and I was like, no refunds. And I kicked him in his finger.
Refunds. No refunds here.
I kicked him in his finger, and he was like, oh my God. And I was like, that's
what you get for trying to get a refund. That's what you get.
Right. You get a jammed finger
for going back and taking your money out. That's crazy.
And I was like, I got off stage, and the owner was like, hey, Nick, you can't kick the patrons, man. I said, my bad, man. My bad. So I want you to come hang out anytime you want to on here. And I want you to tell me all your stories, tell me about your growth, how it's going, what any projects you have coming up, anything like that. Hoping this podcast can be a resource for you, as well as, people that are musicians in this area. Is there anything else you want to touch on? You got a website, don't you?
Yes, I do have a website. It is www.officialsophiacafaro.com. I have merch up there that you can go buy. I'm also having a release party, which a venue and date are going to be announced very soon.
Okay.
And we plan on doing it at a venue. I will be performing. I'm selling exclusive shirts on my website. They say release party on them, and that will be your ticket. That'll be their ticket to get in. And then, because I'm having like exclusive show beforehand, so if you have a T-shirt, like that's your ticket to get in. And then the after party, it'll just the after party, if you want to come and just hang out and don't want to see the show beforehand, it'll just be at the door. But people who have the shirts get to see the exclusive performance and get to be at the after party.
That's their
I'm
ticket
very
in. I like
excited
it.
about
I like
that.
it. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
People like having that exclusive content and that connection to artists. And I think that's a great idea that you're doing regarding your t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
It gets your shirt out there, and it also makes people go, "Hey man, this is my way in." So, and give us your website address one more time.
It is www.officialsophiacafaro.com. I know I talk fast, so I try to slow it down.
I do too. Everybody thinks I sound like Boonhauer when I get going, so I have to purposely slow down. So
I know I talk sometimes, and people will be like, "What did you just say?" And I'm like, "Let me slow down."
You're like, "I'm not sure what I said."
Exactly. So, sometimes we're like, "Wait,
I'm not sure what I said," and I'm pretty sure Nick just kicked somebody in the finger. So, but cool. I do wish you the best on everything. You have a new album out. It's on Spotify. Yes. It's on iTunes. It's called Unbreakable. And tell us a little bit more about those songs you have on it.
Yes. So I'll kind of go into a little detail about like kind of what they're about. Like I'm Over You. It's kind of like you're going through a breakup. You're over them. You are done with them. It's kind of like just being over someone. I mean, it could be a boyfriend. It could literally be your job or just anything. You can kind of relate it to like anything. Like, I'm over this. I'm over that. I'm over you.
Right.
It's kind of like about just being over something and just having fun and letting it go. Travolta is about going out, partying. She got the moves like Travolta. You're dancing. I really like that one. Again, it's like one of my favorites because I love to go out and party. I love to dance. So it's just a whole dance track. Listen to it while you're getting ready, while you're pre-gaming, all that. Unbreakable. I feel like a lot of people can relate to it. It's kind of like you're going through a hard time. A lot of people, in life go through rough spots. And it's all about like, I'm not going to let this break me. Like stuff is temporary. I will overcome it. It can't break me. Like, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to push through. And I love the meaning to that one because I feel like a lot of people can relate and kind of interpret it into their own life. Sure. And then Holla, again, it's kind of like you're at the club, you see someone cute, and you're like, come holla at me. Like, don't be scared. Come over. Like, you want them to kind of make the first move. It's kind of like, I want you to make the first move. Come holla. You're looking at me from across the room. Come over, holla.
That's what's up.
And it also Holla samples Missy Elliott going holla, so it kind of samples that, which is cool.
That is cool.
And then It's Written in the Stars is a ballad about just wanting to be with someone. Like you're not together at the moment, but you're meant to be together, and you're kind of like it's written in the stars. Like our love is meant to be, and we are going to one day find each other again. And I really love that one. I love singing it. It's just has a beautiful message to it.
Well, you guys go check out Sophia's album. It's on Spotify, iTunes. It's all over the place. All over. And hey man, and you guys add her on her socials.
Yes.
And Sophia, it's a pleasure talking to you today. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna use Unbreakable as my mental jam today because this me not having air conditioning is about to break me. So
exactly. Don't let it break you. You are unbreakable.
Thank you. All right. You have a great day. It was a pleasure talking to you.
It was awesome talking to you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yes.